Okay, welcome everybody and good morning. Today's cabinet meeting. This is not a public meeting, but a meeting that the public can attend. I am Councillor Glyn Jones, Deputy Mayor of Doncaster, and I would like to welcome you all to today's meeting. Before we commence proceedings, I would like to outline the domestic arrangements for the meeting. We are not expecting a fire practice today. If the alarm sounds, please leave the building. This meeting will be recorded and published on the Council's website, and by entering the Council chamber, you are accepting that you will be recorded and your images will be retained and broadcast by the Council. If anyone intends to record today's meeting, please ensure that this does not disturb the conduct of the meeting. Please ensure that your mobile phones are switched to silent mode. And may I take this opportunity to welcome for her first cabinet meeting, Councillor Sue Farmer. Welcome, Sue, and we look forward to working with you over the coming years. Thank you. Okay, I will now commence the meeting. Item 1 is apologies for absence. I have apologies from the Mayor of Doncaster, Ros Jones, and Councillor Sarah Smith, and also the Chief Executive, Damien Allen. Are there any other apologies for absence? No, thank you. Okay, item 2, exclusion of the public and press. Agenda item 7, Land at College Road, Doncaster, UTC 2 is not an exempt report. However, Appendix 1 of the report contains exempt information relating to the financial or business affairs of any particular person, including the authority holding that information, as defined in the paragraph 3 of Part 1 of Schedule 12A of the Local Government Act 1972 as amended. Therefore, if members wish to discuss the information contained in Appendix 1, the public and press will be excluded from the meeting whilst members deliberate in private. Members of the public will be invited back into the meeting after the deliberations have concluded. Is that agreed? Okay, thank you. Item 3, public statements and questions. I believe we have no public questions or statements. Thank you. Item 4, declarations of interest. Are there any declarations of interest, please? No, thank you. Item 5, decision records from the meeting held on the 17th of April 2024. These have been previously circulated and are for noting only. Is that agreed? Okay, it takes us on to agenda item 6, Doncaster Delivering Together Investment Plan, and I will introduce this report. In July 2022, Team Doncaster launched our very first Doncaster Delivering Together Investment Plan. For the first time, our ambitions for investment could be highlighted in one place, enabling us to take a unified, regenerative and inclusive approach to investment to ensure that the right projects are being funded across our city. Since then, there has been significant progress as we move forward in our communities to the decade of delivery that was set out in the Doncaster Delivering Together. As part of our annual commitment, before us today is the third iteration of the Doncaster Delivering Together Investment Plan. To support our plan, we have been supported with the capacity funding by South Yorkshire Mayoral Combined Authority to help deliver our exciting projects and develop our investment ambitions for the city. For example, delivering on our Stainforth Town deal to transform one of the main towns and enhance economic growth and regeneration. Taking an innovative approach to challenging the fortunes of our community with a place-based approach that invests across all localities. improving our social infrastructure across the borough, such as Asken Country Park, the Pool and Thorn Leisure Hub and Doncaster Dome this year. Also, creating a city centre fit for the future through the delivery of our Levelling Up Fund Round 1 on projects such as renovating the Corn Exchange, St James's Baths and unlocking the potential of the waterfront for investment and development. Also, as well as nearly £18 million of Levelling Up Fund Round 3 funding, which will be utilised to deliver improvements across Doncaster North, including in Mexborough, Moor Ends and Brodsworth. These investments are available to view on our Doncaster Delivering Together Investment Plan digital map. A more recent announcement from the government is the award of approximately £2 million per year, covering 10 years, through the long-term plan for towns funding, designed to help address issues that matter to local people, including generating high streets and securing public safety. We are developing a city centre strategy that will develop a renewed vision for the role the centre should play in Doncaster's economic prosperity. Funding will be utilised to improve the look and feel of the centre and increase safety and security to improve our high streets. Doncaster is a place of places with 88 distinct communities that make up the fabric of our city. We need to ensure that investment is strategically driven and coherent, recognising and building on the strengths and diversity of our city. This investment plan sets out a range of place-based investments across all localities with a focus on the areas that need it most. We are already seeing why this plan is so important. Through working with the South Yorkshire Mayoral Combined Authority, we are bringing exciting projects to the city, such as the innovative hybrid air vehicles facility, estimated to create 1,200 jobs in the region. This proactive thinking and regional collaboration will help us with our greatest challenge, securing the future of our airport and our South Yorkshire Airport City vision. There has been significant progress with our plans to reopen our airport. I am pleased that Gateway East has been designated as an investment zone, opportunity site, a business rate retention zone and a regional growth zone. This will be vital for creating local jobs that will be vital for South Yorkshire region, the country and most importantly for Doncaster. The next step will be to appoint an operator and investor who will manage and develop the airport. This is in its final stages and we expect to announce an operator in the summer. This is why South Yorkshire Airport City is our #1 priority for our investment plan. This plan will continue to support our journey and I ask that Cabinet approve this report. Thank you. I will now ask Cabinet members to indicate by raising their hand if they wish to ask any questions or make comments in relation to this item. Thank you, colleagues. Mark.
Thank you, Chair. I welcome the Doncaster Delivering Together investment plan. The City of Doncaster is committed to 1 million tree challenge, with a total number of trees planted after year 3 nearing 200,000. Wave 1 of the Social Housing Decarbonisation Fund scheme is completed, treating 271 St Ledger owned properties, installing loft insulation, cavity wall insulation and external wall insulation. Wave 2 has now commenced with aims to carry out thermal efficiency improvements, work to 370 properties, 38 already completed. The rollout of the EV charging facilities is continuing, with recent completion at Vermeulen Centre and Martin Wells lift sites for council fleet vehicles. These are good examples of progress on investment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Any more? Nigel?
Thank you, Chair. It's a fantastic report. I think it's just worth commenting on the report and recognising that despite nearly 15 years of continued austerity cuts across public services in Doncaster, there is still that strong commitment to Doncaster, its city, and the places around it. There's a strong commitment from Mayor Ross, obviously, in terms of the growth and the need to build and to continue, obviously, administering that change within our area. It's particularly welcome in this report, but also in terms of the commitment that she's put forward for the refurbishment and renewal of our existing leisure facilities and wellbeing sites across Borough. That's fantastic as well. It's good to see that that's happening. And I think it's a credible report. We need to remind ourselves that despite 15 years of long successive cuts that's obviously gone across our public services for such a long time, we are still continuing to sort of like deliver for Doncaster. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Nigel. Are there any more questions or comments? I can see none. Okay, I will read out the recommendations within the report. Recommendations are that Cabinet considers and approves Doncaster Delivering Together investment plan at Annex A for 2024-25. Is that moved? Is that seconded? Okay, that recommendation is now agreed. Thank you. We move on to item 7, Land at College Road, Doncaster UTC 2. I would like to remind everyone that Appendix 1 of the report contains exempt information. Therefore, if the public and press may be excluded from the meeting if members discuss this information, and members will need to deliberate in private. Following that, members of the public will be invited back into the meeting after the deliberations are concluded. I will now invite Councillor Joe Blackham, Cabinet Member for Highways, Infrastructure and Enforcement, to introduce the report. Joe.
Which was approved by Cabinet in February 2021. The strategy also focuses on developing 5 key centres of excellence, 2 of which are already supported by the existing UTC. Our second UTC will further support routes to 2 more of these key sectors: health and care and green technology. Growing our education and skills offering in Doncaster will enable our young people to embrace the jobs and opportunities of the future, including potential companies such as Hybrid Air, or the plethora of companies that would be involved in our reopened airport and our vision for a sustainable aviation hub. Clearly, this development of a second UTC will have a huge positive impact on the education ecosystem in Doncaster and bring with it great benefits and opportunities to students and businesses. It will also help generate footfall for the city centre from the students and teachers and thereby contribute to our city's centre economy. It should be noted our thanks to all our partners who pulled this bid together for our second UTC, including Dan Fell, Chamber of Commerce, Ellen Retford Amandis and Brighter Futures Learning Partnership. Our successful bid is a prime example of what we can achieve when we work together for the benefit of Doncaster. I ask that Cabinet approve this report and its recommendations. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions or comments from members of Cabinet? No? Okay, thank you. I would just like to say that this is a much welcome project, as Councillor Blackham has outlined. It creates greater opportunities for our young people in Doncaster, which bodes well for the future. So, if I can read out the recommendations from within the report, that Cabinet agrees to item 1, dispose 2.7 acres, 1.09 hectares of land at College Road, Doncaster, to the Secretary of State for levelling up housing and communities for the construction and provision of a new University Technical College, UTC, via a new 125-year academy lease from a date to be agreed at a peppercorn rent with no premium payment, and City of Doncaster Council to pay abnormal costs capped. Item 2, delegate authority to the property officer in consultation with the portfolio holder for assets, highways and infrastructure and enforcement via ODR 1 for agreement of abnormal costs up to the value of £150,000, and item 3, add a £150,000 budget to the capital programme funded primarily from the capital programme contingency budget. Is that moved?
Move it, Chair.
Is that seconded? Thank you. Okay, that concludes all the items of business on the agenda today. I would like to thank everyone for their attendance and input, and I will now close the meeting. Thank you.